Welcome, everybody. My name is Nick Hershey. I'm one of the branch managers here at the Mortgage Calculator. We're a branch that does things quite a bit differently. And this presentation here is going to be really to show you guys how we do things differently rather than just to tell you. So most of you on this call have probably joined us from our page here. So I'd like to start with screen sharing our website so we can talk about exactly what makes us different. So I'm going to go through these bullet points a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and pass it off to my partner Kyle here in a short time, who will actually show us how the system works. And then we'll have our other partner Jose join, who has more of the 26 years of experience, and talk about what it means for the industry as a whole. So first off, most of you guys here on the call have probably joined from this page, but let's go through line by line. One thing that definitely sets us apart here is up to 300 basis points compensation. Obviously intrigued a lot of people here, I'm sure. That is because we partner with a great company called MCM Holdings, which is one of the top reverse mortgage wholesale lenders in the US. So those 300 basis points compensation, crazy comp we can offer is for a special product called the reverse mortgage, which we'll talk about more a little bit later. And we also have the representative from corporate, Stephen, here as well to join in and talk a little bit more about that if you guys have any questions on that end. Another great thing, we have done this branch and this kind of team setup in a couple different options. We've done from the banking world. We've worked at a retail bank for quite a bit. We took our team to the broker world and did the broker thing quite a bit. Now we're in the correspondent lending world. So one of the great things about being a correspondent lender is there is no max commission cap as a correspondent. So that's a great opportunity for us, especially with the type of business we do, which we'll talk about here in a second. Being a correspondent, we also have brokered and correspondent options. So of course, we love to work with our correspondent investors so we can offer the best price and the best terms and actually do the loan as the mortgage calculator where we are the lender. However, if we need to offer a product that we don't have in-house, we broker that out. So we have the best of both worlds. If we have a unique product such as the CDFI no ratio that a special CDFI bank has to do, we have a brokered relationship with them where we can still do those types of loans. So we have every option available out there. Also, myself and Kyle, we're very passionate about leads. We come from more of a marketing and sales type of background. And obviously Jose has more of the mortgage experience. So we've done massive campaigns of leads at all of our different companies over the last 15 years and spent millions of dollars on all these platforms. So we scale up based on leads and marketing, and Kyle will really show you guys what that means and what that looks like in the system. But basically they're at a 50-50 split. So when we get down to the compensation, we'll talk about how that is. You guys will basically have access to unlimited leads at a 50-50 split. Again, coming from a tech background and more of a coding background, we have no monthly fees. There are no tech fees or desk fees because we have built this platform from the ground up. Every line of code that you see, everything you're seeing today was built by us, for us, by loan officers. I'm a loan officer myself. I do loans every day for loan officers, which is our entire team of hundreds of loan officers that are going to use this every single day to run their business. But we don't have to pay anybody for that. We built it all in-house, and so we don't have to charge you guys for that. So we're very passionate about no fees of any kind. And Kyle will talk a little bit more about that in the future as well. As I mentioned, we have our proprietary mortgage CRM with Dialer. So you guys will see how that works. Kyle will show you. But basically, we have a CRM just like anybody else that you might purchase out there. But again, we have it all in-house where we built it for us, by us, to do exactly what we need it to do. Along with that is a custom website with the 1003 application. So of course, along with the CRM in the back end, we need the front end for the customer to apply, engage, and actually interact with us. So we have that all integrated. We also can upload documents, gather the 1003, all that good stuff. And Kyle will show you guys how that looks live in person here in a second. Again, being passionate about leads, lead routing and lead setup. So if you guys take our leads, great. If you guys are already getting your own leads or you already have your own lead sources, even better. Kyle will show you guys how to set that up and get those leads into the CRM so that you can use our great quoting system and all the other cool stuff we have set up to attack your own leads. Also, if you want to purchase leads, we can set you up with your own campaigns. So any way you want to get leads in the system, we have that all set up for you guys. Now, one of the great things about, again, partnering as a correspondent lender is we can do things that we love to do here, which is business purpose loans. So we can prospect DSCR or business purpose loans, closing an entity in all 50 states. So we don't need to be licensed in each individual state to do commercial business purpose loans, which are very popular these days. Most of you guys are probably here familiar with the DSCR loans. We've done those for the last 2 years very heavily and focused almost exclusively on that as far as our advertising efforts. So it's really paid off when that is the hottest product in the market right now. And we've really positioned ourselves well to take advantage of that. Another thing we really pride ourselves on is the support. So we have one-on-one support calls. Right here is a team support call, where we're engaging with a lot of you guys at the same time, but we also do one-on-one calls where we are actually working on a file one-on-one. So everything's done via Zoom, everything's done via face-to-face, but remote-based as well. And we also have our daily support calls. So team calls just like this, where we have a whole team. We're going to talk about stuff that affects the team and actually do files together as a team and solve problems together as a team. So very passionate about all the support and doing everything remote based, but still face-to-face like we are today. So now let me scroll down here into the comp plan, which is probably why most of you are here today. Really breaks down into two simple plans. We have our senior and our junior plan. Really what that means is if you can do your own loan start to finish, if you've been a broker before and you've been doing your own loan start to finish, responsible for 100% from start to finish, the whole process, you are probably able to join as a senior loan officer. If you are not able to do a loan start to finish, if you worked at a call center type environment, maybe you did millions in production, but you were only picking up the phone and taking the initial application, you haven't actually done a loan, you would still need to join on the junior plan. Or if you're completely new and have never done a loan or never even been hired before, we can still take you on the junior plan. So first, let me break down the senior plan, which is obviously the big bucks, right? So if you know what you're doing and you want to join the team here, you can make up to 300 basis points on the reverse mortgages or HECM loans. So 300 basis points is 3% commission. Now our regular stuff, our conventional or non-QM, we're going to make 200 basis points or 2% commission on those loans. Now, remember, we give you guys unlimited leads at a 50-50 split. So if you take any of our team leads, if that is a conventional or non-QM lead, you will get 100 basis points for 1% commission. If you take one of our reverse mortgage leads and you're on this plan, you will make 150 basis points or 1.5% commission. So very simple breakdown there, guys. Again, no fees, no funny business. What you see is what you get here. And of course, it includes all the stuff we talked about earlier, which was the CRM and all the great cool stuff we have. Now, if you guys, again, don't quite know how to do a loan start to finish, no worries. We would love to get you guys up to speed. But if we have to meet with you and do your first few loans for you and show you how to do that process, we do need to make you join at the junior loan officer plan with a slightly lower commission. So you can still earn up to 200 basis points comp on the HECM reverse mortgages. So 200 basis points is 2% commission, up to 150 basis points on the regular stuff, the conventional and the non-QM stuff that you guys are probably used to. So that's 150 basis points is 1.5% commission. Now, again, you will have access to leads. So you can take company leads at a 50-50 split. So if you close a company lead that's a conventional or non-QM, you would make 75 basis points or 0.75% commission, which is still a great commission from where most of you guys are probably coming from. And again, if you close a company lead for a reverse mortgage, 100 basis points or 1% commission. So that's really what it breaks down here to, guys, is whether you can do a loan completely on your own. You don't ever need to meet with us, except maybe if there's some funky rule. Great, join on the senior loan officer plan. We would love to have you. If you guys are new or don't know how to do a loan start to finish, no problem. We would love to have you as well. Just make sure you join up on the junior loan officer plan so we can meet one-on-one with you, help set up those first few files, and then upgrade you to the senior loan officer plan once you get your feet under you. Now, the next part of this page is usually how the mortgage software works, but since we have Kyle here in person, I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to him to show you guys live demos of exactly what goes on here. So, you ready, Kyle?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and stop sharing your screen so I can share mine. You got me on the CRM here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go through just a quick demo of some of the features here, right? There's more stuff to it. We'll do full trainings when you all come on board and all that kind of good stuff, but just going to point out some of the features here. So first and foremost, as Nick said, this is built by us for us 100%. Nick and our other partner programmers, and they've built this from scratch. Just like, excuse me, just like most CRMs, you'll have your typical stuff here, right? You send your emails, your texts, you create your notes, you call them, you set reminders for yourself, chronologically seeing all the contact with the customer, setting them on action plans, automated drip campaigns to email them and text them over time automatically, all that kind of good stuff, right? But the thing that sets our system apart from every other system is our quoting system. So we can send quotes using our cool quoting system here. We just put in a couple pieces of info. We can talk to a client and get 5-6 pieces of info, put them in here, click the API with Optimal Blue, the pricing engine, which some of you are probably familiar with. We can pull up all of our different investor partners, find the best program for this client, select the rates we want to show them. This can be done within 2 minutes. You can send out a quote. Then it's going to send the quote to the client via email and text, a nice, pretty quote like this, and it looks even better on mobile. They can see what the rate choices they have. What do points mean? What does lender credit mean? All these kind of things. It's going to pull in the Google map and the Zestimate automatically. It's going to pull in the loan info. It's going to pull in the monthly breakdown, taxes, insurance, all that kind of stuff, the estimated closing fees. And of course, you're here as the loan originator. And this is one of the greatest parts. You can tag your realtors on this. So you can not only tag your realtor on it looking nice and pretty right here, but you can also copy them on the quotes. Your realtor partners will absolutely love this. They know when they send you clients, you're going to be keeping them updated and also attaching them to the quote, showing their clients, hey, we are your team that's going to push this deal across the finish line, right? Your realtor partners absolutely love it. They say, you say, hey, when you send me a client, I can quote them within minutes, give them different options, and you're going to be attached to the quote, looking nice right there on the quote with me, right? So absolutely amazing. Now, let me show you what can happen if the client likes the quote and they click start my loan application. Now they're instantly taken to set up their password for their borrower portal, and it looks like this. So now they have their borrower portal where they see where they're at on the progress. They fill out their 1003 application right here, full 1003 integrated into the system that we control 100%, no outside programs. It's going to ask them for the basic documents we need for that type of loan. This is a conventional loan. We're asking them for our starter pack for a conventional loan, 2 years tax return, 2 years W-2, everything we're going to need. They upload them right here, right? So that is what the client sees. They can see the loan info. They can see the milestone of where they're at. They can see their team, which is you, obviously. So great borrower portal that they come to automatically and can start uploading everything. Now, let me show you what this looks like on your end now on our quoting system. Now you have your docs tab. You can see the same thing. You can help them upload documents. You can help them fill out the 1003. Now check this out. You can request more documents. Let's say we need 12 months bank statements, whether it's you or your processor, which we can attach to files if you want to use a processor. And you can say, okay, we need 12 months bank statements, save changes. Now we need 12 months bank statements. They can upload it. The system lets them know, hey, we need 12 months bank statements. Click here to upload them, right? Well, we can also request a whole packet. Let's say it comes in as a conventional and you talk to the person, they're going to end up doing a DSCR loan. Let's replace those documents with the DSCR loan documents. Boom. Now we're only asking what we need for a DSCR loan so that they know what they need to upload, right? Well, also, we can request signatures, any documents. Let's say we need the intent to proceed. And now the client is prompted to go into their borrower portal and sign the document. They do not leave the system. It's our integrated e-sign. They go to this page. It doesn't leave the page and they can sign their documents right there. The other thing we can do is obviously request custom documents. The underwriter is going to give you conditions that there is no templated document for. So you can upload customized documents as well, right? So not only are you here in the quoting system and being able to control things from your side, but the client can upload everything. You can upload everything and request things, and your processor has access to this as well, and they can request documents when they're needed, right? And the great thing is it's coming from you as the loan officer. So even if the processor requests the document, it's an email coming from you with your footer. We're going to make sure we stay with our clients and in front of our clients, right? Very important to keep building that rapport with our clients and stay in touch with them. So now we're doing the loan, right? And now we're going to originate the loan and all that kind of stuff. Well, where are we going to go now? We're going to go to our pipeline page. This is now a loan that's in our pipeline, right? Our pipeline page keeps track of all of our files. So all of your files, you'll see here what the customer's name is, what stage the loan is at, the loan amount, any investor it may be going to. We can see them and see any account rep or executive at that investor that we may have that you could contact with an issue. The biggest thing here is our stages and milestones, right? We're going to keep this updated to keep not only ourselves organized, not only the branch managers organized, but also going to keep in touch with the client and the realtor. So let's say the appraisal is received. Let's mark that. It's going to ask us, do you want to send the status change? We could choose to not to, right? But if the appraisal's received, we want to let everybody know. So when we click change milestone, now it changed the milestone in here so we can stay updated, but it also emailed everyone automatically. The client, the realtor, right? Everyone's kept in touch that the appraisal was received. Now, the number one complaint from clients and realtors about loan officers is lack of communication. So not only are we going to communicate up front in the CRM and the cool quoting system and do all this kind of automated requesting documents and all that stuff, but we're going to keep everyone updated on the loan all the way through automatically by changing our milestones and notifying the clients.
Did we lose you, Kyle?
Hundreds of people in a day with this system. You just pick up your phone once and just leave your phone on and have your headphones on, and you're burning through hundreds of people. You can drop automatic texts and emails from you with their name and I just called you about your purchase or your refi. There's a call script on the right hand side that tells you exactly what to say if it's a purchase or an investor. No matter what kind of call you're doing, what kind of lead, there's a matching script and there's a matching automated email and text drop, right? So great auto dialer that where you can really put in that extra work with the different call lists. Now, the other ways that you can get leads through our system is to purchase them, as Nick said. So the exact leads that we're giving you for free at no upfront cost that we're sending you via text from our Facebook campaigns, if you like those, you can buy more, right? Let's say you want a bunch more leads, and let's say you don't want a lead split. If you purchase these leads yourself, you don't have to compete for them, right? So you don't have to be one of the first people to click it. It's going to go to you and only you, and it's not going to have a lead split because you purchased it, right? So you're not going to have that 50-50 lead split. So you, by no means do you need to purchase leads. We give everyone plenty of leads, and there's plenty of opportunity to use the dialer to call and all that kind of stuff. However, if you want to, you can purchase these leads, and they're the exact leads that we're giving you. We're just routing these ones straight to you on no lead split, right? The other way to get leads is that you can import leads in real time. So we give you all a Zapier webhook automatically back here. You can use this to do your own Facebook ads and bring them into our system automatically, just like any other lead. It sends you a text and an email. When you get the lead, it goes into our CRM so you can quote them, collect the documents, keep track of it, right? So just like any other lead, it puts in our CRM, and you can purchase leads from anywhere else that you like leads, that you're already purchasing leads from. Almost every lead outlet has a webhook, a place where you can put in your Zapier webhook so that you can import them into your CRM in real time. And we give you that webhook so you can, put it into our CRM in real time. So every single way possible that we can get you leads and facilitate you getting your own leads, we have here built into the system. We're very big on leads. With that being said, I want to turn it back over to Nick real quick, and then we'll have Jose speak and then answer some questions. But because we're talking about leads, Nick, I want to have you talk about the kind of leads we get, the mix of leads we get, the percentage, and just detail a little bit more about the leads and why we get those type of leads.
Sure. Spot. There we go. All right. So yeah, I mean, we do things a little bit differently. We want to look for opportunities, right? We don't want to compete in a race to the bottom like all of the retail lenders are that are going out of business as we speak, right? So laying off hundreds of thousands of employees. I'm sure some of you guys, unfortunately, were let go because of that, because they're in a race to the bottom to see how much money they could steal from the loan officer, right? Better, Rocket, all of these retail shops, Loan Depot, their objective is to pay the loan officer the least amount possible in order to have the lowest margin possible and have the best rate possible. But at the end of the day, conventional, all the rates are the same. There is nobody with different conventional rates. The rates are the rates are the rates. Everything's the same. It's set by the market forces there. There's nothing really special about conventional. It's just whether you're going to take advantage of your LOs and take money or not. So we go about it differently, right? We don't want to take money from you guys. We want to give you guys more opportunities to make money. So really what we want to focus on is finding the opportunities that they don't. So instead of spending or trying to compete with billion-dollar budgets of Rocket, we're just stealing money from you guys and spending it on ads. We're going to go where they can't go, right? We're going to find self-employed borrowers that Rocket can't touch with a 10-foot pole, right? We're going to find investors that are going to close in an LLC, investors that are going to do a portfolio loan, investors that are going to do a DSCR loan for a 5 to 8 unit property, investors that are going to do a DSCR loan on a mixed use property, investors that are going to purchase a commercial property, self-employed people that don't qualify for conventional, for bank statements, P&L, all of the things that all of the people that are spending billions of dollars and the companies that are just out there to race to the bottom to take money from you guys, we're going to do the exact opposite. We're going to advertise to customers that they don't want, that they can't serve, and they have no products to offer them to service them. And we're going to do it with the best rates and the best terms. So we have our setup where all of our non-QM programs are going to be the best rates in the nation. So we're going to hit the customers that are not being hit by Rockets and Loan Depots, and we're going to offer them products that Rockets and Loan Depots don't have, and we're going to have the best rate. So it's really a win-win all the way around. And we have a very high success rate because we're doing something that nobody else has. And a lot of these customers don't even know these products exist. And obviously can't go to a Better or a Quicken or a Loan Depot or any of these other companies to get those products. So we get them, and then once we have them, they're obviously going to do their conventional because there is no difference whatsoever in conventional rates on any lender on earth, right? Everybody has the same conventional access. So when they need a regular loan, they're still going to come to us because we're able to service them for their portfolio loans, for their mixed use loans, or their commercial loans that nobody else can do. The other big thing that we do is Airbnb short-term rentals, absolutely destroying with that because it's very easy to do. And we've done DSCR loans for many years, and just not a lot of people understand how to position a DSCR successfully to close a short-term rental with a standard program. So we do a lot of stuff different and really sets us apart. And even though we get them with the different ads that we do, we end up doing conventional loans as well. So you end up doing about half conventional loans. Most of your guys' family and friends are going to be conventional loans. Most of the investors' first or second property are going to be conventional loans. But then you have an investor that has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 properties. So 60 of those loans will be non-QM, his primary or her primary and second home, and maybe a couple of those investments will be Fannie Freddie loans that will be conventional. So we still have a good mix of both. So hopefully that covers it for you, Kyle. You want to pass it off now?
Yeah, absolutely. I want Jose to talk, but just real quick to wrap up on the leads, right? The power of these leads is that you can come in brand new, plug into the system and do what's necessary and be closing loans quickly. So we have a loan officer, his name is Mike. He just closed within 70 days of him being a loan officer, got licensed in mid-January, joined us shortly after, and he has now closed over 4.5 million in his first 70 days as a loan officer, all from our leads. Right? So he's never done a loan, had no idea how to do a loan, and did not have any contacts. He took one of our leads that he did 2 large deals with, and he took 2 other leads that he closed, excuse me, that he closed just regular, smaller loans, right? He now already has 1.2 million, another $1.2 million loan approved by one of the same clients, right? So this person put in the work, called the people, followed up with the people, and he now has closed, well, in a little bit, he's going to have closed, almost $6 million with only our leads, only. Didn't know anyone, didn't know how to do a loan, but he did the follow-ups. He booked the meetings with Nick and Jose when he needed support, and now he's closing millions, and he is off and running to a great career. Right? So that's the advantage of these type of leads. We get multiple properties from them. We get large loan amounts from them. And honestly, some of these loans are very simple to do compared to conventional loans as far as the business purpose loan. So I just wanted to wrap up what we were talking about, the leads with that. And then now Jose just want to talk about Jose as one of the branch managers, his experience, and why he formed Mortgage Calculator with us all.
How you guys doing? Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Yes, 26 years in the business. It's September of '95, both licensed as an MLO. and as a real estate agent, giving me a lot of insight to the business. Why did we form the mortgage calculator? Well, when Nick, Kyle, and I met, we realized we had a great opportunity to combine all of our skill sets, including their great skill set for digital marketing, leads, technology, all that good stuff. And we made the mortgage calculator, employing a lot of the support features that you see here that we've spoken to you about. Now, to put that into perspective, I guess LO like myself, more traditional, wasn't really using all of those kind of tools, but had a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, and all of that kind of stuff. Once we combined our skill sets and did what we did, my production in 2020 went up like probably 4 times. And then 2021, that's probably gone up 50 or 60%. Some of that was my skills. Some of that may have been doing more loans than real estate because of the pandemic. But with the pandemic being said, a lot of that had to do with the business plan and tools and support that we have, that even got an old guy like me with a lot of experience to soup up their production. And I think that the same can be applicable to anybody that joins our team, whether you have limited experience or vast experience. There is going to be a benefit to being able to take advantage of synergy from all of these systems and supports that we offer, both via our technology and via ourselves, what we're doing here. You can book a meeting to help you structure a file, disclose a file, do a lot of things that normally MLOs would probably be floundering about and not doing anything and trying to figure stuff out for the first 60, 90, or 120 days. So we really look forward to you guys taking the next step, joining the team, and I look forward to seeing you in a lot of our disclosure meetings, disclosing lots of files.
Perfect. Thank you, Jose. Okay, I'm going to get into the next steps real quick, then we're going to stop recording and opening up to questions here. So next steps, for those of you who are going to come on board, if it's the right fit for you, and I'm going to talk about that in a second as well. You're going to go ahead and go to the link. Nick, why don't you drop this link in the chat for me here while I'm going over it. Nick's going to drop the link in the chat so you can go here and sign up when you're ready. You're going to go ahead and pick the plan that's applicable to you. Remember, the senior plan is for if you've done loans. A lot of you may be brokers that were doing the whole loan. That's the type of people that would join as a senior loan officer. More application takers and stuff like that, or brand new loan officers would be on the junior plan. You're just going to click here for the applicable plan. It's going to pull up a form where you're going to sign up, with your name, email, phone number, and all that. And then once you submit, it's going to pop up the initial contract, right? That contract's also emailed to you. So you don't need to sign it right then. Take your time, look at it. It's sent to you in an email as well. When you're ready to move forward, you're going to sign that agreement. That comes to me. I'm the one that handles all the onboarding. So I'm going to personally reach out to you at that point and walk you through the next steps of getting you onboarded, and getting your documents to corporate and to HR, sponsoring your license, and we'll go through all of those steps. So when you're ready, go ahead and click the link that Nick just dropped in the chat and sign up for the applicable plan, sign that first agreement, and then I'll reach out and walk you through the next steps. So Nick, why don't you go ahead and stop recording? Let's go ahead and get into the questions here.